Well, a warm welcome, everyone. My name is Michael O'Brien. It's my honor to be your host. And this is an exciting day because we're about to break down the People's Project and how everything works. So welcome so much. Let's get started. Everyone's time is precious. First thing we want to do, everyone, is manage expectations right out of the gate. There are no guarantees on anyone's level of success for the following presentation and the opportunity enclosed. You want to be an active listener. You definitely don't want to miss the train on this value proposition. We use an agenda that really helps us do several things. Number one, it helps us organize the overview, make sure that it's economical. And if you bring your focus, by the end of the presentation, you'll know what the People's Project is, how it works, how to best optimize it, and a fresh and exciting new initiative, the People's Project TV. Let's get started. Now, a little history and how we're structured. This is a global opportunity, everyone. It's a completely compliant crowdfunding model. It's not a gifting program. It's not an investment platform. It's a crowdfunding model. Now, this project was inspired by a model still running today out of Houston, Texas, that's in its 15th year. And we benefit in a big way from that because the very admin for that project is an admin here. And he had a vision, everyone, where he could take advantage of cutting edge technology because over that 15 years, he's been managing that one manually. Can you imagine that? With the escalation of technology happening all around him, that was not lost on him. He wanted to modernize it and simplify this new version here. But he also wanted to make it a lot more affordable than his prior version. So what we have here, everyone, is a 15-year foundation, early movers advantages in this, cutting edge technology. By utilizing the MetaMask wallet, we're able to automate the tracking of payments, meaning no verifying and no confirming. So we have something truly unique here. And this tight overview coming up next is going to connect the dots at a high level. And then I'm going to wrap things up with some key insights. So I'm going to press play and get out of the way and see everyone here in about 10 short minutes.
How do you get paid? So here's how it works. First thing, when you sign up, you'll pay just a single, one-time ever out-of-pocket $28 in BUSD to join. $3 goes to admin, which takes care of all the servers, website, and some overhead. Once the payment is made, you are placed in a holding tank. Your first objective is to get just a minimum of 2 people to join you with the same $28 BUSD contribution as well. Please keep in mind, we're using an instant payment system with the MetaMask and the Binance Smart Chain. There's some minimal gas fees that will be required for every transaction to be sent instantly. This enables you to receive every single payment in just seconds. This is a small price to pay for full automation and to receive all your payments immediately through the blockchain. Every payment you receive on your journey here will be paid to your personal MetaMask wallet in the form of BUSD, which can easily be converted to cash, or you can just stack your crypto. Now that you've got your 2, you are removed from the holding tank and given your official spot in your inviters board number 1. Now it's time to make some money. Board 1 entry is $25. You enter at the top in position 1, you bring in 2. So they are in position 2 and 3 right under you. On the bottom row are positions 4, 5, 6, and 7. This is called the pay line. As the bottom pay line fills up, this is what happens. Those 4 pay line spots are all paying $25. The very first payment on your pay line of $25 is reserved for you. The second and third payments combine and $50 is used for your upgrade to the second board. The fourth payment is used to re-enter you in board 1 again, which is $25. All 3 payments are dispersed automatically in a single action as soon as all 6 spots are filled. Just remember, each person that joins must get their 2 to be removed from the holding tank and get placed on your board. Now that you've upgraded to the $50 board, you will now and forever get 3 payments on board 1 of $75. Because you are fully qualified for life on board 1 and never have to pay an upgrade fee to board 2 again. So you can cycle board number 1 over and over unlimited times and receive $75 each time your matrix fills. Every board will fill with a combination of your efforts and the efforts of the people yours bring in, and even some from the people who are above you. This is true global teamwork. Now this happens with all the boards 1 through 14. Let me give you a few more examples. Now that you're on board 2 with an entry of $50, as the board fills just like board 1, you'll receive 4 payments again, like board 1, but this time each payment is $50. $50 goes to you. The second and third payment goes to your upgrade to board 3, which is $100. Fourth payment of $50 re-enters you back on board 2 with that $50. Again, never having spent any additional money out of your own pocket besides the original $28 you paid in the beginning. Now you are fully qualified on board 1 and 2, never having to pay the fees to re-enter 1 and 2. The second time around on board 1, you earn $75, and board number 2, $150, over and over. Keep in mind, this is just board 1 and 2. We have 14 boards. You could be cycling multiple times per day on each board, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, over and over, while at the same time you're climbing the next boards. Let's look at a couple more examples. You're moving right along, and you cycled boards 1 through 6, about to graduate to board number 7. Now, this gets very exciting. Board 7 is a $1,600 board. On board 7, $1,600 goes to you. The second and third goes towards your upgrade to board 8. And last payment of $1,600 pays your re-entry into board 7 to get paid again. But remember, instead of one payment of $1,600, every time through after the first, you get 3 payments of $1,600, totaling $4,800. Okay, now you're qualified on boards 1 through 8. The second time through and every time you re-enter, you will always receive 3 payments instead of 1. And the fourth will automatically re-enter you, so you can keep getting paid on every board over and over. Here's what you make for your second cycle and every cycle after that over and over. Board 1, second time through, pays $75. Board 2, $150. Board 3, $300. Board 4, $600. Board 5, $1,200. Board 6, $2,400. Board 7, $4,800. Board 8, $9,600. Wow, and we're only halfway. Let me show you a few more so you really understand the power of the People's Project. But before we do, I'd like to share something profound. We understand that everyone has different goals in life. Some goals require more money than others. Whatever your goals are, the People's Project can and will help you achieve them. We can tell you from 15 years experience that once you get started, you'll quickly witness the power of what you have in your hands right now. We've seen incredible things happen for everyday people like you and me, and in less time than you can imagine. You have been gifted with an opportunity that can change your life and the lives of your family. We've seen people pay off credit cards, car loans, college education, even pay off your home and become 100% debt-free. Especially when your position gets pushed through to these next levels, this is where real generational wealth can be made. And as we reveal the really juicy stuff, please keep in mind you're welcome to invite as many people as you want. Each person you invite will permanently follow you through each board, which in turn speeds up the rate at which you cycle every board again and again. However, you don't have to be some kind of superstar recruiter to get there. All you need is 2. Just make sure the people you do invite are joining you with the same intention, which is simple. Invite at least 2 people you want to set financially free. If you help enough people get what they want, you'll always have what you want in life. This is a fundamental law of the universe. This is the payout of each board after your first cycle. This can happen over and over on all 14 boards, and can happen at the same time. These boards can potentially pay out multiple times a month, or even multiple times every week, along with the others that could potentially be paying out multiple times per day, all at the same time. So check it out. After you've paid your way into each of these boards, here's the payout from each time you cycle every time after the first. Board 9, $19,200. Board 10, $38,400. Board 11, $76,800. Board 12, $153,600. Now, you get the idea these numbers get big real fast. Again, just remember that all boards 1 through 12 are now activated, meaning that some or all boards are cycling at the same time. And now you're about to graduate to the biggest payouts of the People's Project. Okay, now buckle your seatbelts. Let's do the final two boards, 13 and 14. Board 13 pays out a whopping $102,400 the first time you cycle. And Board 13 pays out a tidy sum of $307,200 every time after that. $204,800 is reserved from the first time through Board 13 to enter you into the final upgrade to Board 14. Now Board 14 is the top board, therefore no more upgrade money is taken out, even your first time through. So $204,800 times 3 goes into your pocket. The last one re-enters you right back in for another cycle through. $614,400 on the 14th board. Every single time. There is something very important and incredibly powerful to understand as you progress, so pay close attention. The reason this model is so powerful is because each person that joins using your link will permanently follow you from board to board, and their people will follow them, and so on. This creates a snowball effect because each time your people cycle, every one of them is automatically placed in the first open position of all boards you are on, quickly filling those 6 spots needed for the system to trigger a payment to you. This starts happening faster and more frequently as you and your referrals progress. This phenomenon is truly a sight to behold. Once you see these payments hitting your MetaMask wallet faster and faster, you'll quickly understand how powerful the momentum becomes. Let's quickly recap the payouts you'll receive from each board every time after your first cycle. Keep in mind, these payouts can land in your wallet from different boards, often simultaneously. Board 1 pays $75, Board 2 $150, Board 3 $300, Board 4 $600. Board 5, $1,200, Board 6, $2,400, Board 7, $4,800, Board 8, $9,600, Board 9, $19,200, Board 10, $38,400, Board 11, $76,800, Board 12, $153,600, Board 13, $307,200. Board 14 pays out $614,400 the first time and every time through after. That means just a single cycle through all 14 boards pays out a combined $1.2 million directly to your MetaMask wallet, which you can easily convert to cash anytime. And remember, there is no limit to the number of times you can cycle each board. This is all possible with a one-time contribution of $28 out of pocket and not a cent more. Incredible, I know, but we've seen it work for millions of people over the last 15 years. The People's Project takes this time-tested, proven concept to a whole new level that no one has ever seen before. But for this to work, and for you to get these income levels, you must bring in 2 people that also see what you see and desire a better life for themselves and lives for others. Never has there been a plan out there that requires only a one-time $3 admin fee just to keep the systems and software running. Remember, we've designed this for you, the people. We're in this project right alongside you. We designed this to truly benefit everyone. No matter who you are or what you're looking for in life, this is a simple way to not only achieve your goals, but truly make a direct financial difference in the lives of others. We are a community of people who want to enrich the lives of millions around the world. We all win when we shift our focus on lifting each other up. Click the link to get started right now. We'll guide you through step by step. All you need is a smartphone or computer and the desire to show at least 2 people a time-tested path to true financial freedom. Welcome to the People's Project.
Yes, a warm welcome. So if you came in during the first half of the presentation, this is Michael O'Brien. Let's break down what we just learned and take it to another level of familiarity. So as we learned just on that awesome video, at the 1 minute 37-second mark, that first payment's going to flow up along these lines right here as illustrated. But let's really break it down and take a close look at this. So you turn back to your inviter, you see this like we do, and you decide to join the People's Project. You register, which includes donating your 28 US dollars in the form of Binance's stablecoin, a coin not subjected to the volatility of the cryptocurrency markets. And you do something very important. You begin to share this with others. Now, through those sharing activities, you could potentially have this happen right here, where by simply using your personal sponsoring link with just sharing it with 2 people, how incredible is that based on what we just saw? And speaking about incredible, now you're out of the holding tank forever and you're permanently qualified for life. So what exactly does that mean? That means for the receiving centers you become qualified for, you're eligible to receive what is in those receiving centers. And this is the case for life. Now that's very motivating for the people you share it with, and they begin to share it. And potentially they could have this happen right here. Realize this, everyone, the way the holding tank works is you wouldn't be on this first receiving board in the first place unless you had your 2, just like everyone here. And as soon as you have this development right here with that large gold star, that first payment's going to flow up to you, and those 2 middle ones couple together to open up the second board for a total of $50. And this one here reopens the first board. Now, what's truly fascinating about this program, and we're going to learn about fascinating things here as we proceed, but you don't go back into your pocket, everyone. It's a once in your lifetime $28 donation plus a tiny crypto transfer fee. We're talking pennies. And this is one of the several keys to understanding this model. So you definitely want to make sure that you're clear on how these dynamics work. Now, this is how each one of the 14 boards work. And as we learned, there's no limit on the number of times someone can cycle with the People's Project. Let's take a close look at something. Big shout out to top leader Paul Persuade up there in Toronto and his team of leaders. This is our international video overview library. So you want to think about people you know overseas, or secondarily, people who know people overseas, and let them know you've got an overview in German and Chinese, and one for the folks from Taiwan, 2 in Indian dialects, a Turkish overview, 1 for the folks from Thailand, a Spanish overview, Italian, 2 dialects for Portugal, because one of those applies to Brazil, Korean, Indonesian, Arabic, Greek, Czech, and Danish. And I think there's a new one I need to add to this. So again, big shout out to Paul and his leaders. Now, where do you get this? Right at our Facebook group page. That link is going to be in the chat. And we just went past the 500 member mark on that Facebook group page. So that's super exciting. Now, when you get there, you click on files and you'll see this housed right up in there. And that's huge. Now, let's realize this. We're seeing something awesome take place as we have a little bit of a look back period from our launch in mid-June. And what we're noticing is teams are growing because they're focusing on simple but powerful support, not complicated things, but right here. And what we're talking about is what someone from 5 to 95 could do, is be there for their teams for 3-way calls, the Zoom schedule that got you here. What's the Zoom link? How do I become part of that Facebook group page? Where's the PDFs that walk you through the enrollment process on Androids and laptops? And just basic general support. When's the next workshop? That type of thing. And this right here, identifying gaps and helping them fill them. This is super important to understand. And speaking about important to understand, definitely want to know about the triple play. It's a style in which you can come in that you may want to consider. Because a friend of mine was watching that video, he paused it, shot it off to 2 friends, asked for his link to be part of this incredible movement, registered, reached out to his 2 friends, and they saw it like he did, and they became part of this in one uninterrupted session, allowing no moss to grow. This was the triple play session, and he conjured up the name for this. And you'd be hard pressed, everyone, to find something more potent than this as an example to lay down for your team. Because it's a fact of the matter, what our sponsors do, we do, what they say, we say. So you want to be aware of that sensitivity, that sensitivity, and lay down the right template for success. Now, let's say you're looking at this and you love everything that you see and you don't have your two in mind. Don't allow that to cause you to have any pause. You can still take advantage of timing and positioning and then move heaven and earth and get fully qualified as soon as possible. And you'd be laying down the right example for your team. Let's take a look at something important when it comes to a very primary element of our model. That's our vision. Many programs out there, they have a short-term vision. Now, no disrespect to them, but that's really not of interest to myself and many colleagues here in the community. What we like is this right here, a long-term vision. And I have something very exciting to share with each and every one of you, a new initiative known as the People's Project TV All Day TPP. Now, what it is and why it's so exciting, we're about to break down right now. It's sharp, it's refined, it says we've got this. And what does that mean? Well, the world of TV is changing. As you may know, everyone's going online and they're snipping the cable and the satellite and they're zooming on their flat screens. And this puts us in a perfect position to get in front of this movement. Now, it's a multifaceted platform. At the end of the day, it's a place for people to learn with plenty of daily overviews about the plan and to learn from special guests and featured guest speakers, but to also take advantage of the trainings that are going to be coming. We're going to narrate the trainings that are coming just around the corner and realize this. This schedule right here is a reflection of the devotion here on this platform. And there's a way that you're going to see where you're going to be able to know what's coming up next. It's a very healthy, robust schedule. And like I said, it's a reflection of the devotion and the passion myself and others feel towards this movement. Let's realize this, everyone. This is what an open forum is. And it's the in between the overviews where the real connectivity takes place. We call them fireside chats, and it's a chance for us to get to know each other better and to understand the People's Project better. And it really is highly connective, and it's important to understand this is one of the primary concepts of this platform. Let's take a look at some of the trainings coming up. And this one is coming up on Saturday, September the 17th. Top leader, Pastor K, is in the house to drop down some nuggets after 40 years in the space of relationship marketing. And the topic, something we hear quite often that people feel is a big challenge for them. They don't know what to say to others when they're sharing the opportunity. So that's the type of thing that people can look forward to here. And let's take a look at what other trainings are coming. Crypto 101 will have other people that will speak to what to say, also known as the approach, Android Enrolling 101, MetaMask, Wallet 101, and more. We had a Zoom today where we learned so much about the structure of this plan. So you definitely want to take advantage of this platform. At the end of the day, this platform is a place for people to learn and elevate their levels of education about what makes the People's Project so special. Let's take a look at how people keep up to date on the specific trainings and special events upcoming. It's all online and it's in our chat rooms. Realize this, that information is going to be in the chat room here on this Zoom, so you can glean those important website addresses and become part of whatever room you like. People are very choosy about it, and we have 3 to pick from. Let's realize this. This is important. This lets people know so that there's a plan, it's organized, it's well thought out, and this is a simple process that we use. Let's say you came in here and it was 2 o'clock and you weren't free until 4 o'clock to take a look at what your friend invited you to. You would simply take a look here and look for the star, because this will be up during the open forums. And this way people can take a picture of this and shoot it off and share it with friends and loved ones to drive them to the appropriate time when they're free. That star will move accordingly. Let's realize this type of thing is going to be taking place here for different countries. And we had this recently, and it was a smash. It really was. And I was so impressed with how global it was. Absolutely amazing event. And we can look forward to more of these types of things as time goes by. Let's take a look at a summary of our attributes here. They really are amazing. We're a global opportunity inspired by a 15-year-old similar model. That visionary is the visionary here with us. It's so important to realize that because he brings that all-important characteristic of sustainability into this model. Now, we obtain instant pay and automatic reentry attributes because of what he envisioned taking advantage of cutting-edge technology. We use a forever attached to your team style of sponsoring, and potentially there are over 7 figures on the table when one cycles all 14 donation centers. Stalling, a chief concern in models like this, has been offset due to the holding tank feature in this right here. No payment verification is necessary as it's completely automated. A warm welcome to the People's Project, the world's single best constant cycler. Look at this price point accuracy. You can get started today for just $28 US, plus a small crypto fee. For the transfer charges, we're talking pennies. Now, this is important to understand. There's no monthly fees. There's no quarterly, half year, or annual fees. There's no gotchas. And there's no going back into your pocket to ascend through the rewards plan. That $28 donation and that tiny transfer fee is a once in your lifetime payment. Now we have the all-day TPP, the People's Project TV platform, plus you simply want to get back to the person who invited you to get all of your questions answered. And let me be the first to welcome you to our awesome community. It's a fact of the matter, ladies and gentlemen, we now have this set up where you can begin your day at certain points of the world and end your day with the People's Project. Thank you so much. Take care and welcome to the People's Project. All the best.